high school was pretty fun for me. I guess in 8th grade, I was looked at as going to a private school in my area, but I just didn't feel like a private school kid. That's when I started working out at Frederick Douglass High School later towards my 8th grade year, towards the summer. And I worked around probably like every day after school. Coach would come pick me up, and I'd just be working out with the high school. That led to me becoming the starting quarterback, varsity, my freshman year. And we had a great season. The year before that, they actually got to the state championship. That same year when I came in, we made it back to the state championship. I think our record was 12-2, if I'm not mistaken. It was 12-2. And I threw a touchdown, I ran the touchdown. We still lost, and it was fine. But 2 years later, we came back and won it. So I felt as though, like, I always came from a winning program. I always came from surrounded by winners, and a team that's always looking at winning as the #1 goal by all means necessary. Syracuse was fun for me, I guess. It was definitely an experience. Syracuse, I guess, shaped me out to be the man I am today, because like I definitely had to go through a lot to even end up here in Tiffin. Because like everybody asks me all the time, how you ended up in Tiffin, I really can't tell you how I ended up in Tiffin, because it's like that wasn't my initial goal, but landing here is, it was very beneficial to me. Like everything at Syracuse, it was cool. Like it was definitely fun, but I felt like I lost my love for football a little bit up there. And it's just like when I got back here and I'm around guys who maybe like, even though, going from that D1 to D2, it's not as competitive inside our own walls, if that makes sense. Like the D1 level, we all at each other's necks, like non-stop. Even though we're cool, we still battling for the #1 position all the time, non-stop. But here it's just like, yeah, we realize like, yeah, everybody's fighting for a spot, but it's no beef between us. There's no animosity between us. It's like we don't feel no type of way after practice. I feel like this is more of a family setting and more of a more brotherhood here. And like I said, everyone here has welcomed me with open arms, and I can't do nothing but show love to them. I wish I had some story that was like, I guess, magic of how I ended up at Tiffin, but it was like after leaving Syracuse, it was tough getting into another school. It's so fast, because our bowl game ended December 29th. Syracuse started back up the next semester, January 13th. So that's not much time to go, explore and see how I would like campus, if I like the team, this and that. So like I ended up sitting out that entire year. And I had a plan to go to another school. For some reason that didn't work out. Like I got a call and they was just like, maybe like 2 or 3 days before campus, sorry, it didn't work out. Hang up. That's fine. Coach Rice called me, and like, there's a bunch of other schools calling me at the time, but Coach Rice stuck out because he was consistent, and it was just like, he always had something different to tell me about the university before I got here. It wasn't just, this is football. It's like, all right, this is your living, then this will be your living quarters. This is, let me introduce you to the quarterback. Let me show you campus before you get here, and let me tell you what we have. Like everybody else was just strictly football. And I feel as though like after last year, that was my time to like think about stuff other than football. And I felt like Coach was giving me more of an experience outside of football, going to another school compared to everybody else who was just strictly football. It was more options here. It was come here, learn how to be a man, like take your time, figure out what you want to do with your life. And it was just so many more options than everybody else calling me, yeah, we want you to play DB, we want you to play receiver. How do you feel about playing this? They didn't really care about me, if that makes sense. They didn't care or ask the questions they needed to ask to strike my interest in them. And now I know the team has the mentality like, we just got to the first round of the playoffs. Next year we need to win it. Like that's no comfort for us. It's not making it, it's not enough for us. And I seen that drive change throughout, every game throughout the season last year. Every game you could just see that, people were taking this more serious because they feel as though, we can do something here. Like I remember the biggest goal when I got here was, we need to beat Finley. And I was just like, why do y'all care about this team that much? We haven't beat them in 25 years. I was like, 25 years? And like, I just know that was the whole objective. Let's beat everybody ahead of us each week at a time. And when we get to Finley, we're locked in. Like it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like everybody knows we don't like Finley here. So we're gonna play our hardest here. After we got past Finley, it was like, okay, we can really do something here. And I just felt like in our playoff game where we lost, we lost it. We gave up a little bit on ourselves towards the end of the game, and that can make a huge difference in the game. A lot of me was disappointed because it's like we're ready to be away from this pandemic. We're ready to, take our mask off and just get away from everything that's going on and just play football. Like, this year has been the worst year ever, and it's just like we've lost a lot of lives this year. We lost a lot of people this year. A lot of things, have taken place this year with the Black Lives Matter and the loss of George Floyd, the loss of Kobe. Literally, nothing has went right this year. So it's just like, all right, now we can just play football and focus. And then they postpone the season back. Still working out, but I feel as though this is the time for everyone to get their mental right, get everything, at peace with yourself, because like there's not going to be another time where we can put football to the side. There's no time where we could just be like, let me press pause on football while I get myself together. I have the season postponed, which means I have more time to focus on myself, and which makes me a better man. How can I make me a better man to make my team a better man? How can I give off some of this good energy to my teammates, this good vibes to my teammates? So I feel like, I guess, correcting your mental or finding out who you are is the most important thing right now. Figuring out what you truly want to put your energy into, and just where you want to go with your life. That's the most important thing about anything right now. Goals for the future, the only thing I see right now is a national championship. After that, hopefully NFL, hopefully the accolades add up. But right now, it's just national championship and what I have to do to put my team in the best position to get there. Everything that I've been through shapes me to be the man I am today. I wouldn't change anything about it. I wouldn't change a loss. I wouldn't change a win. I know I am who I am today because of everything that I've been through.